And for the last case, when all the 3 white balls are there, the reward is this much, and 0 for the red ball. So that is 12. So you have the values of the reward also for each outcome. Okay, and you want to find out the expected value of the reward. So as you find the expected value of the random variable, that means you just multiply the corresponding the random variables values and their corresponding probabilities. Same way, you first multiply the reward and the corresponding probabilities and then add. That is how we compute the expected value of anything, expected value of a random variable or expected value of a reward. So here the expected value of the reward will be first, there is a possibility of getting 18 and the probability of that is, then you can get 16 with probability, or you can get 14 with this probability, or 12 with the probability 1 by 30. So if we multiply and add them, we get which is equal to, so when you are playing such type of a game, you expect your reward to be 15.6. That doesn't mean that every time you will get this much amount, but you can expect to be nearby this value, the reward. Fine. So expected value, if you have understood the concept, now we move on to the next topic of discussion today is moments. Now how we define moment? So again, it can be a discrete random variable, moment for a discrete random variable, or a continuous random variable. So for the discrete random variable, we are using a symbol mu r dash for which kind of moment? Rth moment about any arbitrary point A. And it is defined how? Again we are taking the summation, as we have took the summation in the expected value, same way we are taking summation here, and we are seeing the difference of each value of the random variable from some point A. So we call this moment about any point A. So x minus a to the power r into px. That is the rth moment about any point A. Similarly, there can be moments about mean. So rth moment about mean, how we define? Summation of x minus x bar to the power r into px. These are the two definitions for discrete random variable. Okay, now if you consider mean, or we can say expected value or mean of a random variable are same, one and the same thing. So mean is what? Mean is equal to first moment about origin. That means A we are taking as 0 there. आपने formula देखा mu r dash का? It is nothing but summation of x minus a to the power r px. अब जब हम a origin ले रहे हैं, a is 0, तो mu1 dash is nothing but summation x minus a to the power of x minus 0. A is 0, so x minus 0 to the power of 1 px, which we can write as summation x px, and that is nothing but your mean or expected value of a random variable. So mean is the first moment about origin. Same way, variance. You know the term variance when we talk about the frequency distribution, then you use variance, and variance shows was the dispersion of the values from the overall mean. So variance is defined like this. So it is what? Second moment about mean, and the symbol for second moment about mean is mu2. Okay. To define any distribution, to know its shape, if we plot the graph of that distribution, you should know four basic things: mean, variance, measure of skewness. Now what measure of skewness means? Whether your curve is symmetric or it is non-symmetric. Lack of symmetry is there. So measure of skewness tries to check whether your curve is symmetric or it is skewed. Okay. So beta 1 is measure of skewness. Now beta 1 requires moment. अगर हमको जानना है कि हमारा कर्व स्क्यूड है या नहीं, तो उसके लिए हमें बीटा 1 की वैल्यू कंप्यूट करनी होगी. अगर बीटा 1 is 0, then our curve is symmetric. If beta 1 takes some value, then it is skewed. Now it can be skewed towards right, or your curve can be skewed towards left. If it is skewed towards right, then in that case, okay, let me first define the formula for beta 1. It is so it depends on the sign of mu 3. If mu 3 is negative, so what we have said, beta 1 is mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. If mu 3 is negative, your curve is skewed towards left. If mu 3 is positive, your curve is skewed towards right. When beta 1 is taking some value, then you can decide whether your curve is skewed towards left or it is skewed towards right by looking at the sign of mu 3. mu 3 का साइन देखने पे पता लगेगा कि हमारे कर्व में स्क्यूनेस है, पर किस साइड में है. स्क्यूनेस तो पता लग जाएगी बीटा 1 से, और उसके बाद किस साइड में स्क्यूनेस है, राइट साइड में, लेफ्ट साइड में, वो डिपेंड करेगा mu 3 के साइन पर. तो उसके लिए हमें क्या जानना है? मोमेंट्स जानने हैं बीटा 1 कंप्यूट करने के लिए. तो हमें mu 2 तो हमने कंप्यूट किया वेरिएंस, और ऐसे ही हमें mu 3 भी कंप्यूट करना है, जिसका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? to the power 3. Moment about mean with the power of 3. That is your mu 3. Similarly, you can check the peak of the curve. एक नॉर्मल कर्व की पीक को बीटा 2 से मेजर करते हैं. If beta 2 is 3, we say that it has a peak of a normal curve. तो बीटा 2 को कंप्यूट करने के लिए हमें मोमेंट 4 चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारा फॉर्मूला इज दिस mu 4 upon mu 2 square. So in case our beta 2 comes out to be less than 3, जो कर्व बनेगा that will be flatter than the normal height. ऑफ द कर्व, उसका पीक हम देख रहे हैं, उसका हम्प हम देख रहे हैं. ऐसे ही बीटा 2 ग्रेटर देन 3 में, अगर ग्रेटर देन 3 है तो उस कर्व की हाइट नॉर्मल कर्व से ज़्यादा है, पीक उसकी ज़्यादा है. तो ये बीटा 2 ग्रेटर देन 3 हो गया, ये बीटा 2 इक्वल्स टू 3, और नीचे वाला हुआ बीटा 2 लेस देन 3. Okay, so these things help us to know the shape of our curve, and that's why we require moments. तो moments का concept अगर थोड़ा clear हुआ हो, discrete random variable के लिए आप summation sign use कर रहे हैं हर जगह moments compute करने के लिए. अगर आपको continuous random variable दिया है तो जहाँ पे भी आपने समेशन साइन यूज़ किया है वहाँ इंटीग्रल साइन आ जाएगा, इंटीग्रेशन आप करेंगे मोमेंट्स कंप्यूट करने के लिए. एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू कंप्यूट अगर रैंडम वेरिएबल की करनी है, कंटिन्यूस रैंडम वेरिएबल की, तो वहाँ भी समेशन साइन की जगह इंटीग्रल साइन यूज़ होगा. अब कुछ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस हम कंसिडर करते हैं जिनका हम नेचर जानेंगे. Nature in the sense of what shape it can take, what is its mean, what is its variance, what is the measure of skewness, and what is the measure of kurtosis. All these things we will try to study for some examples given here. Okay, so the first example I am taking up. A player tosses 3 fair coins. तो यहाँ रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट क्या है? प्लेयर इज टॉसिंग 3 coins. दैट इज़ योर रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट. एंड रैंडम वेरिएबल यहाँ पे डिफाइन किया है द नंबर ऑफ हेड्स अपेयरिंग. तो अगर आपने तीन कॉइन्स टॉस किए हैं और रैंडम वेरिएबल आपका है नंबर ऑफ हेड्स appearing. तो वैल्यूज़ क्या ले सकता है x? कितने हेड्स हो सकते हैं? या तो एक भी हेड नहीं मिला आपको, 1 head, 2 heads, और all 3 coins are having head. So we can write its probability distribution. None of the coin is having head, and the probability, जब हमने toss of a coin define किया था तो उसमें probability of getting a head or a tail is half. So all the 3 coins are having tail. The probability of having tail on the first is half, on the second is also half, getting tail, and getting tail again on the third one is also half. So this is what my probability comes out to be of the random variable x taking value 0. Similarly, if you say that the random variable x takes value 1, that is 1 head is appearing. Now 1 head that can appear on the first coin or at the second coin or at the third coin. And the probability, अगर first coin पे head मिल रहा है तो probability half है, और tail की probability of getting tail on the other 2 coins is also half. Same way we can say first coin is giving tail with probability half, second coin is giving head with probability half, and third coin is giving tail with probability half. So only second coin is head, and the last coin is head. First two are tail. So this probability is similarly two of the coins are head. So first is any two can be there, first second, but third is tail. First, third, but second is tail, or okay, second, third, and first is tail. So this is how we have, and the next one is three, all three are heads. So again this probability is, so if you sum up all these probabilities, what you should get, and that is coming out to be 1. तो इसी एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए अब हम देखते हैं all the moments. So expected value will be and if you solve it, you will get same way we can compute its variance. And this is we are taking the difference of 0 and its mean value. X bar is nothing but expectation x. So 0 minus 3 by 2. Sorry, 1 by 8. अगेन डिफरेंस देखा पहले 3/2 और 1 का, उसको स्क्वायर किया और प्रोबेबिलिटी से मल्टीप्लाई किया. ऐसे ही सभी का वैल्यूज़ का डिफरेंस मीन्स से देख के, दिस इज 0 minus 3/2, 1 minus